us that this joyous occasion, it's not about only celebrating the birth of Jesus Christ, but as we are celebrating, let us make sure also He is born in our hearts. And I would like
Chaga Roja 2024, Babaji Sara Funa Chimagawa, even in the Luntha television. Zikomo kwambiri pokana fe mchaga jino sadira ndituma program wotsatira amene titutinali nawo zokoma zobwera in the year 2025 ndili matero kuti ayi tifuneni mafuno abwino happy Merry Christmas and Happy New Year.
Hi, my name is Henry Marunga. We are wishing you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
Luntha Television stands as an autonomous faith-based broadcaster with a national and international reach. Experience the difference with Luntha Television, where innovation meets experience. Our dedicated team, backed by cutting-edge technology, ensures seamless execution and unparalleled results. Luntha guarantees credibility and professionalism in all its endeavors and services. We offer, among this, production and broadcasting of jingles, music videos, narratives, documentaries, press services and programs, on location or outside, live broadcasting of mass and other church functions, government or indoor functions, and political rallies, creation and broadcasting of special programs, sponsored content, sports and entertainment, and advertising for small, medium, and large enterprises. All services are offered at competitive prices. Tune in daily to catch Luntha Television on Zuko on Channel 51, Starsat Channel 474, Star Times Channel 474, Topstar 474, Kriye 007, GoTV on Channel 807, Azam on Channel 386, and live streams on our YouTube and Facebook platforms. You can find us in Area 2 Lilongwe or can reach us on 0883 815 055. Come, let us help you grow your business.
Service Charter ndi ndondomeko yomwe nthambi za boma zikugwiritsa ntchito potumikira anthu ndi cholinga chotukula ntchito za ulimi kuti alimi akhale ndi upangiri okwanira, za maphunziro kuti ophunzira alandire maphunziro oyenera, zosamalira chilengedwe kuti anthu apewe mchitidwe wodzetsa kusintha kwa nyengo, za umoyo kuti anthu alandire thandizo la kuchipatala moyenera komanso mu nthawi yache, za chitetezo kuti anthu athandizidwe ndi apolisi mopanda chinyengo, kusamalira ovutika kuti athe kudziyimira paokha ndi kutenga nawo mbali pa chitukuko, ndinso ntchito za madzi kuti anthu akhale ndi madzi aukhondo ndi kupewa matenda. Ndondomekoyi ithandiza kuonetsetsa kuti anthu akutumikiridwa mosapsinja maufulu awo kuti miyoyo yawo itukuke. Pitani kuti mukadziwe zambiri za mmene ndondomekozi zimagwirira ntchito.
Uthengawu akukupatsirani da Human Rights Resource Center mogwirizana ndi makhonsolo a Dowa, Mchisi ndi Nsanje ndi thandizo lochokera ku Norwegian Church Aid ndi Dan Church Aid.
You are watching Luntha television and it's time for news. My name is Helbert Katanda. First, let's have a look at our top stories. United States of America President Joe Biden commutes 37 out of 40 federal death sentences. Malawi Vice President calls for transparency in distribution of relief items to disaster victims. Devaluation of kwacha hits small-scale businesses. And in news from elsewhere, Mozambique's controversial election results upheld. We have these and more other stories. Do stay tuned then. The Archbishop Timothy Brock has spoken to Vatican media about the recent news that the U.S. President Joe Biden has commuted the sentences of 37 out of 40 prisoners on federal death row to life imprisonment without possibility of parole. The Archbishop for Military Services, U.S., who serves as the President of the United States Conference of Catholic Bishops, noted that the President's decision is consistent with Pope Francis' 8 December's appeal to reconsider their fate and respond with mercy. During the Angelus on the Feast of the Immaculate Conception on the 8th of December 2024, the Holy Father called on the faithful to pray for the prisoners who are on death row in the United States of America. We have the details.
In anticipation of the imminent Jubilee, which the Holy Father inaugurates on Christmas Eve with the opening of the Holy Door of St. Peter's Basilica, the Pope had written in the Bull of Indiction of the Jubilee year that he hopes for concrete steps such as cancellation of fallen debt for poor countries and the abolition of the death penalty worldwide. Archbishop Broglio said the news that President Biden has commuted the sentences of prisoners on death row is an exciting news. He said it was pleasing to note that President Biden has finally heeded the request of Pope Francis and many others. He expressed his sincere gratitude to Biden, saying he has led by example. The bishops said he would continue their advocacy for life from conception to natural death. Certainly, the development seems significant with the fact that the Jubilee begins on Christmas Eve.
The Auxiliary Bishop of the Catholic Archdiocese of Lilongwe, Right Reverend Vincent Mwakwawa, has challenged parents to prepare their children for a better future by pushing them to work hard in their respective homes. He made the call on Sunday during the administration of the Holy Sacrament of confirmation to 180 Christians at Banjaloera Chilinde Parish in Lilongwe. In his homily during the Eucharist celebration, Bishop Mwakwawa urged the Christians not to be lazy but to work diligently in their homes and at their parish. The pirate emphasized that laziness that starts from childhood is what causes people to be unproductive. Bernard Mwanza caught up with Bishop Mwakwawa.
We are observing in our society in Malawi, especially in the towns, that there are some children who are very lazy. They just sit down to study and watch cartoons and television. They don't pray, they don't work at home, and there are some parents also who are encouraging this bad behavior, bad tendency. This is a wrong way of raising children. They have a worker who provides for everything for the children. We are saying no to that as a church. As a church leader, we want parents to teach children to work. Work is a human gift that God gave us. When you read the book of Genesis, He told our first parents, work with your own hands, you shall eat your sweat. So if a child doesn't know how to cook, doesn't know how to wash his clothes, doesn't know how to clean his plate, doesn't know how to make his bed, doesn't see his environment, doesn't care the flowers or his environment outside the house, how shall he behave when he grows up? When he's in office, in a company? these are children that when they grow up in the future, they will just be corrupt people because they want to get easy money without working hard. Study alone, as we know, cannot make you become a hard worker, cannot make you have values. You need to learn how to work. So, by working at home in the home environment, it means you are making the mind of this young person know that I'm supposed to work not to earn anything, but also to serve others. So, I was challenging the children to know that the Holy Spirit wants them to work at home, work at school, work at church, and then the parents should facilitate this process. And I told the parents that it is evil just to be keeping the children at home like as if they are chickens in the cage. We don't want that as a Catholic Church.
The Vice President of the Republic of Malawi, Dr. Michael Usi, has urged authorities in Balaka district to ensure transparency in the distribution of relief food provided in response to Cyclone Chido. Dr. Usi made these remarks on Monday while overseeing the distribution of maize to 1,408 households affected by the cyclone in the country. The relief efforts followed a request made by Beth Ndewere, Member of Parliament for Balaka West constituency, to the Vice President's office, prompting a swift response. Andrew Nandoro compiled a report read by Rashida Matandiga.
In his remarks, the Vice President highlighted that the country's leadership is fully aware of the growing food insecurity which could worsen due to the prolonged dry spell affecting many areas. He assured that the government, through the Department of Disaster Management Affairs, will continue addressing the needs of the affected communities. However, Dr. Osi stressed that the distribution of relief food must remain non-political and be conducted with utmost transparency.
The President directed, and it is ethical, that everybody that is eligible to receive should receive, regardless of their political affiliations, regardless of their religious affiliations. Because this has nothing to do with politics, this has nothing to do with religious affiliation, creed, whatever. It is just responding to a need, and it must be so.
The area's Member of Parliament, Beth Ndewere, who directly appealed to the Vice President shortly after the disaster, expressed her gratitude for the swift response. She also urged the Vice President to consider assisting those not directly impacted by Cyclone Chido but who are facing hunger due to the prolonged dry spell and the effects of Cyclone Freddy in previous farming seasons.
People have been affected, not with just Cyclone Chido. There are so many victims from last year. I can say from Cyclone Freddy. All of these disasters that have been coming, the people of Balaka West have been hit, and the people are suffering. They are sleeping on empty stomachs. So we are so grateful that the Vice President and his office have responded to our request as Balaka West.
Speaking on behalf of the other beneficiaries, Margaret Mwalero expressed gratitude for the support provided by the government through the Vice President's office.
Ine mawanga kwanga ndikuthokoza kumaso kunyadira zimene apanga president pomva dandaulo la IMP imene ataona vuto la kuno kuti anthu agwedwa vuto la Chido. Ndiye iwo anathandizira kuti vuto limene lithe kupeza nawo thandizo limene lili. Ndifeso tili osangala kuti a president zimene achitazi asasire pompa athe kutithandiziraso kutsogolo kufa chilalachi chidakapitirira.
A total of 1,408 households have received the donation, which includes 50 kilograms of maize and beans for each family.
The devaluation of the kwacha continues to be a major challenge for the private sector, with small-scale business owners noting that the ongoing rise of prices has made business operations more uncertain. Joseph Mkwanyangwa, spokesperson for business operators in Lilongwe, told Luntha television that the decreased value of the kwacha has led to reduced purchasing power among the public. Robert Edward reports.
Small-scale business operators have welcomed the Ministry of Homeland Security's operations that relocated foreign nationals engaged in illegal trade within local communities, viewing it as a positive move that allows their businesses to thrive. Joseph Nkwangwanya, spokesperson of the operators, noted that small-scale businesses can now distinguish between this year and previous years when foreign nationals dominated the market. Describing the year as a mixed bag, Nkwangwanya told Luntha television that the devaluation of the kwacha has had a severe impact on small businesses, driving up inflation and reducing customers' purchasing power, which has contributed to business struggles. Nkwangwanya's concerns are echoed by the Malawi Confederation of Chambers of Commerce and Industry, MCCCI, which highlights the devaluation of the currency and the ongoing foreign exchange shortage as significant economic challenges in 2024. This comes as economic experts offer mixed predictions for 2025, a year marked by elections. For Luntha, this is Robert Edward.
You are still watching news at Luntha Television, coming to you live from Bishop Navy Media Center in Area 2, Lilongwe. My name is Helbert Katanda. Now let's have a look at our top stories once more before we proceed. United States of America President Joe Biden commutes 37 out of 40 federal death sentences. Malawi Vice President calls for transparency in distribution of relief items to disaster victims. Devaluation of kwacha hits small-scale businesses. And in news from elsewhere, Mozambique's controversial election results upheld. Moving on, Homeland Security Minister Kenneth Zikaringoma has assured the public that robust security measures are in place to ensure a peaceful and enjoyable festive season. As the Christmas celebrations approach, Ngoma highlighted that the government's commitment to safeguarding citizens by addressing any potential threats will be the first priority. He stated that the security personnel have been strategically positioned in various areas to uphold law and order, with patrol vehicles actively monitoring streets to enhance public safety. Phyllis Kizombe reports.
Ngoma's remarks came as the nation prepares for Christmas celebrations, followed by New Year's festives on December 31st. His assurance has eased safety concerns for many during the holiday season. The Ministry of Homeland Security, in collaboration with the Malawi Police Service, has devised a comprehensive security strategy. This includes deploying both uniformed and civilian officers to various locations and mounting up roadblocks in high-risk areas to prevent accidents. Ngoma also emphasized the importance of road safety, urging drivers to observe traffic rules, including speed limits and maintaining safe distances. He commended the Malawi Police Service for their efficiency in 2023, noting their timely resolution of cases. Additionally, he pledged to advocate for increased funding to address transportation and operational challenges faced by the Malawi Police Service.
Ladies and gentlemen, today is my greatest day to thank the Almighty God, the President of this country, all Malawians in general for working together in a team spirit to control and reduce crimes and road accidents. I am pleased to announce that since I joined this ministry as the Minister of Homeland, we have seen drastic changes in terms of behavior change on the roads and in our communities. People have behaved so well, crimes have reduced drastically, and the road accidents have also reduced drastically, which makes me very proud and happy, and thank the leadership of this country for the guidance they have been providing to this ministry to make sure that Malawi is a better place to live. Many business communities have operated their businesses without fear, and drivers on the roads of Malawi have been driving without taking too much alcohol. They've been very responsible, and I appreciate. I take this year, 2024, to be the best year.
The Malawi Police Service has ramped up awareness efforts on social media, sharing helpful tips on reporting crimes and enhancing household security. With the festive season in full swing, citizens can feel reassured by the government's proactive measures to protect their safety and property. With the festive season in full swing, citizens can feel reassured by the government's proactive measures to protect their safety and property.
And now in our sports news, as part of its Christmas and New Year celebrations, FC Binyasa Big Bullets organized a prestigious red carpet event to honor its outstanding players and legends. The ceremony, which took place on Monday, recognized the contributions of both current and former players who have helped to put the club on the map. According to the club's president, Conrad Bako, FC Binyasa Big Bullets is a big club with a rich history, and its players have played a significant role in its success. The club has won an impressive 17 titles, making it the most successful club in Malawi. Emmanuel Chuocha reports.
Despite a relative modest 2024 season, where they lifted only the Airtel Top 8 trophy, the club remained committed to recognizing and rewarding its top performers. The red carpet event was attended by dignitaries from various sectors, including the Football Association of Malawi FAM, Sports Council of Malawi, Super League of Malawi Sulom, and representatives of other football clubs. The ceremony kicked off with an award for the most improved player of the season, which went to Chikumbutso Salima. Nixon Mase was voted player of the season, while Babatunde Adebojo received Nyasa Big Bullets Striker of the Season award. Other notable winners include Roy Aaron, who also was voted Best Midfielder and a Goalkeeper Award winner. Speaking during the ceremony, Conrad Bako emphasized the importance of encouraging players and celebrating players. He reminded them that success is a journey that starts with a single step.
Been put on for us that has had legends brought to the stage, that has had players that have worked their hearts off or hearts out this year, and they've been recognized by the people. This is the people's team, right? And I want to congratulate all of you, and this is just a phenomenal achievement. I know that last year, 2023, we had a long, tiring season. And I respect the team, the coach, the management, the technical staff. I respect what they've done. And 2024 has not been the greatest year for us. However,
the red carpet event also recognized the contribution of FC Binyasa Big Bullets regents, including Andrew Chikosi and Chance Gondwe, who were awarded for their role in the club's success. The ceremony was a testament to the club's commitment to recognizing and rewarding its top performers. As the club looks to the future, it is clear that its rich history and tradition of excellency will continue to inspire its players and fans alike. For Luntha News, this is Emmanuel Juocha.
And now in news from elsewhere, Mozambique's Constitutional Council has largely upheld the results of the country's disputed October elections, reaffirming the Frelimo party's long-standing control over the country, which has raised concerns of further violence in a nation already dealing with weeks of deadly protest. In a ruling on Monday, the Constitutional Council confirmed that Daniel Chapo, the Frelimo candidate, won 65% of the vote, down from the previous announced 70%. The court also increased the share for the main opposition challenger, Venancio Modlin, awarding him an additional 4 percentage points, bringing his total to 24%. We have the details.
The decision did little to calm the anger of Mondlane's supporters, who continue to claim he was the true winner of the election. Mondlane had warned of chaos before the court's ruling, calling for his supporters to shut down the country if Frelimo's victory was upheld. The country of 34 million has been tense since the October 9th general elections, and Mondlane's supporters, primarily young people,